super badass smokeweed 420 no scope kill cam, secret of the magic crystal. Just keep adding YouTube tags to that shit. Actually, I should bring that up because I thought it was sort of hilarious, because I basically have a Twitter tag that I made up, which is YouTube suggested tags. Because once in a while you get the strangest suggestions. Like when I was uploading my Way of the Samurai 4 video, it said I should add Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's like, okay, that has absolutely nothing with that. But sure, why not? Throw that shit in there. And here's the thing, for all of these videos, all of the Secret of the Magic Crystals videos, YouTube insists that I should add horse, parenthesis, organism classification, end parenthesis.
What?
What is an organism classification? Seriously, it's like, okay, it's a horse. Right, and it classifies as the organism that is commonly referred to as a horse, I guess.
It's a secret classified horse.
I mean, I'm basically acting stupid here to add to the comedy. I know I'm going to get an asshole YouTube going, he's an idiot who doesn't know what an organism classification is. I know what an organism classification is. I'm just incredibly confused as to why it would suggest horse organism classification. I mean, has someone actually used that tag earlier in such large numbers that it's actually part of the YouTube suggested list?
Actually, now that you mention it, next time I'm actually going to get up my ass and do a video, I'm going to put that in.
Just add that shit. See if you get any extra hits.
Yeah.
And yes, Elistor, I am mad. Mad about YouTube tags. But at least they finally fixed the new tag system so that you can actually copy tags. Because for a while there, when they switched to the new system, you couldn't copy tags, which means that I had to write out the same tags individually for all videos that were related to the same thing. Had I been forced to do that with these videos, I would have stopped halfway and just smashed my hard drive, because fuck that noise. A man should not be forced to write unicorn 16 times.
So, like, how many bronies do you think you're going to attract now?
I wonder how many he has already attracted.
Was that a cry for help?
Well, we've had bronies as guests, I suppose, and there have been people with brony avatars commenting on the videos. And I bet there is a brony or two watching right now from the shadows.
Oh no. They're going to send out their secret pony assassins to kill me now.
But
just some guys in a horse suit.
Yeah. But there are no ponies in this game, which is actually sort of ridiculous, because every review of this game that I've been able to find, and every article written about it, calls the horses ponies.
What?
They're not ponies. Holy shit, you obsessed bastards. This is not a pony by any stretch of the mind. Look at that thing.
Every horse is a pony.
Apparently some people have reached that point now. They don't actually believe in horses anymore. They just believe in ponies.
Horses are a myth.
Yeah, actually there's a Swedish Facebook group that has that. It's the Facebook group for people who don't believe in horses. I think Frankentan is a member of that.
Well, sometimes I have no idea anymore what to believe in.
Yep, horses aren't real, the Facebook group.
Believe in the Illuminati.
Yep. Now the hilarious thing about this, of course, you know, sarcastic group that is meant as a joke, consistently get angry people commenting and yelling, "What the fuck are you on about? Horses are totally real. I used to ride them for several years. You people are strange."
Some people do not understand jokes.
No, they don't.
Welcome to the internet.
I get jokes. And yeah, and a Swedish minister actually went so far as to comment after being asked that yes, horses are in fact real. He verified that horses exist because that Facebook group was gaining several thousand Swedish members, so that they basically had to do something.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Someone basically someone was basically interviewing me and decided, like, just one more question. Is it true that horses exist? And he basically went, I can verify that horses are indeed real. So clearly he's a reptilian. Only a reptilian would try to claim that horses are real. I mean, come on. Horses.
Well,
have you ever seen an artist's depiction of a horse? Those things are crazy looking.
Exactly.
There's no
Does he
way
come
there
from-
would ever be an animal that actually looks like that.
Did he confirm that horses in fact existed in a pantomime horse suit, though? This is important.
That is an excellent question. Maybe we should bring it back up. In your previous statement, you verified that horses are real. However, is there not a possibility that all the horses that you have personally witnessed and that science claim to have witnessed are actually people in pantomime suits? He just pushed the microphone up in his face.
Oh god, somebody actually has to do that now. I mean, we already got him to answer on the wall, horses are not real things, so... that might actually be able to happen. And if that happens, then, I don't know, just give up if such stupidity actually is able to be happen.
The binturong. That's an interesting animal. But as we all know, the best animal is the capybara.
Oh yeah, capybaras are great. If I had the space and like if I wasn't such a lazy piece of shit, I would totally have a capybara as a pet.
Aren't they fish though?
What?
Capybaras are fish, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
We've been over this.
Oh yeah.
That's why you keep them in water, okay?
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Jeez. Some people. But yeah, again, if you haven't seen it already, just hop over on YouTube and search for Scratching Many Capybaras. And watch that video and realize that you are blessed to live in the modern age.
God damn, seriously though, capybaras are great. I've actually heard of some people who actually have it as a pet, and they're surprisingly good pets.
They are, yeah, they're incredibly calm animals. They don't take up too much space. All they need is, you know, a small pool or something with water to bathe in once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
They don't eat all that much. You'd think that they would eat quite a lot based on their size, but since they're actually rodents, they don't eat that much compared to their body weight. And I mean, they play well with dogs. They don't really give a fuck about most other animals that are common pets, so they handle everything. And they basically spend most of the days just lazing about, spending time with their family, just being there basically.
Okay, now I really want a capybara.
Yeah, me too.
And I mean, just how cool is it if someone says, oh, you have a pet, what is it? And you just stare at them and go, the largest rodent in the world.
Seriously though, I don't... Does the capybara have a natural enemy in its habitat?
That's a good question, actually. I mean, the natural habitat of the capybara is the... I think it's South America, so as long as they have access to water and shade, they don't really care all that much. They have enough fur that they don't get that terribly cold either. But apparently they do like keeping warm, so if it is a little bit cold out, you basically put a blanket on them. And they love snuggly blankets.
Right, their natural enemies include the anaconda and the jessare.
Also, just as an additional note, the probably best thing about capybaras is that basically small capybaras are exactly that. They're just small copies of their parents. A capybara that is a few days old look exactly like a tiny capybara.
What?
Yeah, seriously, check that shit out. I'm not sure what you call them, capybara pups or whatever. I don't know the exact classification or what word to use. But baby capybaras look exactly like large capybaras, only that they are tiny.
So are they chill as fuck too, or more hyperactive?
They are also super chill.
Wow.
Capybaras are basically born chill, and they are chill their entire lives. And then one day they just go, well... And then they close their eyes.
Aww.
And then they grow wings, and then they fly off into heaven.
Capybara farms.
That should also be noted that capybara are actually pretty tasty. So if you ever end up in an emergency, you can eat your capybara.
No. I'm not going to eat a thing that is chill as that.
Afraid you'll hurt your teeth?
No. I'm afraid I'll hear a cute thing. Seriously, you know, replace all horses with capybaras in this game will be way less dull.
It would be absolutely amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Which actually brings up that it is entirely possible to train capybara to do agility.
Seriously?
Yep, which means that you could train them to run up and down, you know, various constructions and jump over obstacles and stuff like that. As long as you had something to lure them with.
And after some time, can you actually do it without a lure?
Yeah, if he's in the mood, I was about to say.
Yeah. Capybaras really just seem like just 1 hour awake and then sleeping all the time. We're not even talking about this game, just talking about fucking capybaras all day.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why I want guests, because I don't want to talk about this game. I don't even want to remember that this game exists. My left hand is just playing it and I'm reading the chat. I'm not even watching the screen.
Look, future friends, I'm talking about eating capybaras, but if you want to talk about fucking capybaras...
Whoa,
having
man.
That's what you said.
intimate physical relations with capybaras.
Yeah, say it right. It's
That
a little
is
bit
not
too crass.
okay.
I'm sorry.
No!
Who is the motherfucking coding call on his cell phone? Who do I call a big fucking nerd?
Yourself.
Actually, my cell phone can't even handle that. My
Oh.
cell phone is from the late 90s.
Well done. Is it that good old classic Nokia 3310? The indestructible phone.
Yes, it is one.
Those are amazing. The funny thing is that they collected hundreds of thousands of those and actually sent them to Africa and South America and just resold them and they still use them.
Yeah, I know. They are... Seriously, like... I've actually had a smartphone thing broke in like fucking 9 months or so. Nokia still going strong for like... 10 fucking years now?
Yeah, I think they're internally made out of the same materials as the original Game Boy.
Yeah, gee. No.
Surprise me.
My Nokia actually survived water. My Game Boy didn't.
Huh. Oh, there you go.
I was a very stupid 3-year-old. Fun story about that.
Why did a 3-year-old have a cell phone?
A Game Boy.
Oh, you had a Game Boy.
Yeah.
And you destroyed it with water.
What basically happened was that
I don't even want to. I don't want to hear it.
house.
You stop right there. You stop right there. I don't want to hear it. You're terrible.
I was
You're
at the
terrible.
beach house and there sand came between the screens.
Look, future
So
friend,
I
future
felt
friend, future friend, I'm sorry, but look, this is not going to work out. Whatever you say is not going to make it better, only probably going to make it worse. So Please just stop, alright? I don't want this to go sour.
I actually tortured Game Boys for fun.
You monster! Alright, this relationship is over, future friend. I'm sorry.
I love you.
Sorry, but I can't be with you anymore. I thought I knew you, but you're a different human after all.
Elistor, if he wants to atone for his sins, he can go to a Catholic church.
Hey, I atoned for my sins by not being able to play Wario Land for several years.
That is actually a pretty harsh punishment.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about our favorite Game Boy games. Yeah. I played a lot of that great boxing game where you moved around the ring in third person, and then when you got close enough it switched to a kinda sorta first person view where you basically could see your head and your fists.
My favorite Game Boy game is probably either shared between Wario Land and Wario Land 2.
Mine is probably, Zelda Link's Awakening, though I had some funny glitches happen to it since I played it so much. Like, one time I just started in the mountains with all my items being feathers and having the Shane Chomp with me. I had no idea what the hell was going on. I was just like, wait, what? What the fuck? And when I restarted the game, it was gone, so I had no idea what the hell happened.
What is even going on? I had one of those. I had one of those really great, one of those 100 games on one cartridge thing.
Oh, those!
Yeah, but the interesting thing is the one that we had. It actually had 6 games on it. It's just that it was many variations of these 6 games. But it actually included Mario games and Arkanoid and all kinds of shit. So it was great. Kept me occupied for months.
Like, I had one of those, but I didn't like it.
What?
I didn't like them because, like, the games just felt kind of butchered, and it turns out they were all ROM hacks, all of them. Really badly done ROM hacks. I remember one that was, I think, a Pikachu version of Little Nemo for the Game Boy.
I see.
Future friend, you know what you must do. Race it.
No.
Alright.
I am too busy racing all Sonic games. Why?
Seriously, why?
Yeah, what?
Let's just keep asking ourselves this question forever.
Why
anything?
It's just gonna be why.
Well, we are commentating over a game about racing flaming horses and shit, so yeah, it's kind of a valid question.
Why anything?
Why horses? Actually, my favorite Game Boy game was Barbie Horse Adventures.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Best game on the system.
Oh, god damn it. Are we still... Seriously, what do we even do with these horses?
You need to max out the stats on the horses so they can breed.
Yeah, but like... What are they used for? Meat? Glue? Working on a farm?
They are scientific experiments to prove the magical effects of the secret crystals upon horse foals.
Motherfucker, you bred like 20 magic horses!
These are not magical horses, okay? These are completely ordinary horses.
Yeah, you never saw a flaming horse before?
Are the scientists not pleased until you gather all the 5 crystals and summon Zul, the horse god?
Yep, that's exactly it. They don't think that these horses are particularly impressive.
I can pour some gasoline on my horse.
You know, there's a totally valid scientific explanation for why that horse is constantly on fire. Why that other horse is trying to get my souls. Fucking scientists. They and their reason and science and logic.
All that other mumbo jumbo. Huck, evolution had a pretty one-track mind when it came to flaming horses. See, horses were afraid of fire, and so evolution realized that only a horse that is not afraid of fire will be able to survive forest fires. So basically, it mutated the always on fire gene to on.
Yeah, that's how evolution works.
Yep. Also, monkeys turn into humans and walk out of zoos. I've learned that from the creationists.
Well, if I look what sometimes comes out of a zoo, I can very well believe that.
Yeah, I mean, come on, there are people walking out of the zoo all the time. How do you know that one of them wasn't an ape just hours ago?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd have to check the IDs of every single one. Let's see, I think you're all level 2 now, right? I mean, maxed out. Jeez. Jeez. And we still haven't won another cup. God damn it.
Are the hooves on that horse golden?
Yes.
Alright.
I kind of wonder how you can actually brush a flaming volcano horse.
There's much water.
I actually like that, you know, it has water and you can tell it to go drink.
Yeah.
And he just sticks its burning face down the water container and it's like, okay. Sure, bro. Steam should just explode out of that thing. But maybe it's cold fire, you know.
Show that to them scientists and see what they come up with. Look, I have a flaming horse and here's water. See, it can drink it. What the hell? It's magic.
It's magic, motherfucker.
Then they'll just make up some long scientifically explanation and stuff.
Right, your horse can fuck.
Yes! Wait, what?
Altman und Arsène will join in a homosexual relationship to create Nantes. Nantes doesn't feel like a German name.
Yeah, Nantes is not really German. Or a name.
It's not even a name. Silly horse.
Horses aren't people.
And of course, Houston.
Houston the horse.
Yes.
Houston the horse that is also on fire.
Yes, I think it's actually the second or maybe even third Houston we get, actually.
I'm gonna need a lot of smoke. I have smoked far too much today, god damn it. Fuck you and fuck your horses.
Hindernislauf. Der wichtigste Hindernislauf aller Zeiten.
Oh snap.
The most important obstacle course of all time. Of all time.
Of all the times. Of past, present and futures, all three of them.
And now it's time to sell off our horses. Flug. Wer kauft dein Pferd? Ja. Wir kaufen es. God damn it, I spent like 5 years in school learning German. For what?
I spent 3 years learning French. I can't understand French. Also 3 years learning German. Can't understand German. What did I do?
Waste
Look,
your life.
I've spent 19 years speaking German. I still don't get an A in German class.
Hopefully your German class is on a slightly different level than ours.
Well, I get C's for Dutch.
Get
That's
good,
me.
scrub.
But that's mainly because it's Dutch, really. I do not want to speak it that much.
Hatred for his mother tongue.
Hey, gotta hate something.
That is true. Hate is what sustains us. Such is my hate for this game. Hate.
The only reason you can play this game is because you hate it. Wait, what?
That's exactly it. I want to put it behind me forever. Right, there we go. Zurück nach Stahl.